Hi friends, it's Manoj Shukla from English Insight. I'm again back to you with a new vocabulary lesson. Friends, you know, vocabulary plays a major role in one's life. You may be teachers, you may be students, you may be bankers, you may be doctors, you may be engineers, or you may be job aspirants. But if you have a good stock of vocabulary in your language, you can speak, you can read, you can write, and you can understand better, no doubt. You can master the language easily. By the way, this lesson brings you top 20 words ending with phobia. You just watch up to the end and let you get benefited. Let's start. I do not know whether you have heard the word phobia earlier, but phobia means fear. Fear in the sense it's not the natural fear of someone, but this is unreasonable fear. I can say this is irrational fear. This is also illogical fear. So now we'll see number one, Anglophobia. Anglo and phobia, it's a blend of two words. Phobia means fear. Anglophobia means fear of English people or fear of England. Anglophobia. I can cite an example here. His Anglophobia got him into trouble. He failed the exam. So, what does it mean? That means his fear of English people or fear of England got him into trouble and he failed the exam. Number two, bibliophobia. Biblio is connected with books and phobia is the suffix to the word. So, the word is bibliophobia. If someone has fear of books, if someone has a hatred of books, so we can say he has a bibliophobia. Bibliophobia is the antonym to bibliophile. That means bibliophile is the antonym to bibliophobia. I can cite an example here. I don't have bibliophobia. I'm a bibliophile. Number three, monophobia. Mono means single. As we know, mono means single. So phobia is the suffix to the word monophobia. So what does it mean? If someone has fear of being isolated or alone, if someone has fear of being alone, we can say he has monophobia. I can cite an example here. His parents never leave him alone. His parents never leave him alone because monophobia has developed in him. Okay? Number four, pyrophobia. Phobia is the word. It's a suffix to the word pyrophobia. So pyro has been derived from a Greek word. Pyro means fire. If someone has fear of a fire, if someone has fear of flame, we can say, so he has pyrophobia. I can cite the example here. The house was on fire. His pyrophobia made him scream. Number five, chorophobia. So phobia is the suffix to the word, and choro you must have heard, choreography, choreographer. So choro is related to dance. It's derived from a Greek word. So what does it mean? Chorophobia means if someone has fear of dancing, so we'll say he has chorophobia. I'll cite an example. She never dances for her chorophobia. Number six, gynophobia. So what does it mean? Gyno, it's derived from the Greek word and it means women. So phobia, fear. So what does it mean? If someone has fear of women, we can say she has developed gynophobia. Example, I can cite. He suffers from gynophobia, thinking women as tigresses. Number seven, androphobia. So phobia is the suffix to the word and it is opposite to gynophobia. Androphobia means fear of men. If someone has fear of men, we'll say she or he is a victim of androphobia. I can cite an example here. She suffers from androphobia, thinking men as the tigers. Number 8. Carcinophobia. Carcino is related to cancer. So, phobia is the suffix to the word. What does it mean? It's completely clear. If someone has fear of developing cancer, so we'll say he or she has carcinophobia. We can cite an example here. He doesn't use perfume for carcinophobia. Number 9. Xenophobia. Phobia is the suffix to the word, and xeno is derived from a Greek word. It means stranger or foreigners. We can say foreigners. If someone has fear of strangers, if someone has fear of foreigners, we'll say he or she has xenophobia. I can cite an example. His xenophobia never allows him to go to cities. Number 10. Aerophobia. Phobia is the suffix to the word. Aero, aeroplane. And aero is related to air. And it's derived from a Greek word. And it is related to air or gas. So what does the word mean? Aerophobia means if someone has a fear of flying, fly high up in the air, we'll say he or she has aerophobia. Cite an example here. So she doesn't travel by plane. She doesn't travel by plane for aerophobia. Number 11. Acrophobia. So phobia is the suffix here, and acro, the word, has been derived from a Greek word. It means peak or summit. If someone has fear of going to a summit or going to a peak, we'll say he or she has acrophobia. That means fear of height. So I can cite an example here. For acrophobia, he doesn't climb up tall trees. Number 12. Claustrophobia. Phobia is the suffix here, and claustro has been derived from a Latin word. It means bolt. So what does the word mean? What does the word claustrophobia mean? It means fear of being in a closed place. One doesn't want to be in a closed place. When such type of fear arises, so we'll say he or she has claustrophobia. I can cite an example here. She doesn't stay single in a house, for she suffers from claustrophobia. Number 13. Germophobia. So phobia is the suffix here, and germa is related to germ. So what does the word mean? If someone has fear of germs, bacteria, we'll say he or she has germophobia. Example, germophobia compels us to wash our hands before meals. Okay? Number 14. Thanatophobia. So phobia is the suffix here. Thanato has been derived from a Greek word. It means death. So what does the word mean? It's completely clear, obvious. So if someone has thanatophobia, it means he has or she has fear of death. So I can cite an example here. The man has thanatophobia. He doesn't travel by motor vehicles. Okay? Number 15. Aquaphobia. So phobia is the suffix here, and aqua has been derived from a Latin word. It is water. It means water. So what does the word mean? Aquaphobia. If someone has fear of water, we'll say he has or she has aquaphobia. I can cite an example here. For aquaphobia, he doesn't put legs into the seawater. Okay? Number 16. Necrophobia. Phobia here is the suffix, and necro is related to death related things, but not, this is completely similar, not it is similar to thanatophobia. So thanatophobia refers to fear of death, but necrophobia refers to fear of death related things. So I can cite an example here. For necrophobia, when he sees any funeral mass, he screams. Okay, number 17. Hopitophobia. So phobia is the suffix here, and hopito is related to creeping creatures. It's derived from a Greek word. And what does it mean? What does the word hopitophobia mean? So it means fear of reptiles. If someone has fear of reptiles, so we'll say he or she has hopitophobia. Cite an example here. She never touches even a lizard for hopitophobia. Number 18. Ornithophobia. Phobia is the suffix here, and ornitho has been derived from a Greek word. It means birds. So what does the word mean? Ornithophobia means if someone has a fear of birds, so he or she has developed ornithophobia. I can cite an example here. She doesn't even walk amongst pigeons for ornithophobia. Okay, number 19. Sciophobia. What does it mean? Phobia is the suffix here, and scio has been derived from a Greek word. It means a shadow. If someone has fear of a shadow, so many people have also this tendency. If someone has fear of shadow, he or she has developed, or he or she is a victim of sciophobia. So what's the example here? Though he is old, still he has sciophobia. Okay, number 20. Theophobia. So phobia is the suffix here, and theo is related to God. If someone has fear of God, so we'll say he or she has theophobia. We'll cite an example here. For theophobia, he worships all the gods in his house. Okay, it's all over. Try to watch this video as often you can. You can remember all these. It will help you a lot. Thank you for watching. Bye.